Welcome back to Pure Beast Fitness, where I keep health and fitness simple. Today I'm going to be talking about ways you could reduce your expenses for your fitness journey. And the reason I'm having this discussion is because I hear a lot of people complain about how expensive it is to, I guess, go about a healthy lifestyle. I don't have that problem, and it's not because I have like some stash of money. Like, I'll be the first one to tell you I ain't got it like that. So I want to share some tips that I implement that you could also implement that would help you to go about this journey as cost efficient as possible. So the first thing y'all need to stop doing is buying people's supplement. It seems like every time you turn around, there's always somebody trying to sell you something and give you the impression that if you don't use it, you're basically not going to make any progress on your fitness journey. That's BS. You don't need any supplements to make progress on your fitness journey, especially if you're a beginner. You don't need to be buying, what's the stuff they tell you to buy? Creatine, protein powder, what they got? ZMA, they got the multivitamins, they got the fat burners, they got the BCAA, they got, I don't know, the muscle volumizer. I've seen that before. Nitric oxide boosters. They tell you need pre-workout, and then when you get so wired out that you can't sleep, they turn around and tell you, oh, well, you need melatonin, right? So if you look at how much that will cost you like monthly, I don't know, just throwing numbers out there. I don't know, let's say I could estimate like $200, because most of them supplements really don't last you over a month. So you end up subscribing to paying like, let's say, roughly $200 a month. To me, that's a lot of money. It maybe not to you, but it is to me. So rather than buying pre-workout, you still gotta eat food. So eat food before you go and work out. Rather than buying people's, let's say, protein. Not saying you don't need protein, but why is it impossible to get protein from food? Like, why does it have to be synthetic protein? Like, what's this amount of, I don't even know where they're coming with this amount of protein that they say you have to take. Well, fat burners. We all know if you reduce your sugar intake, your body's going to burn fat faster because your blood sugar is not spiking all the time. That's a given, right? So that should cover it for supplements. A la carte is gone. The next thing y'all need to stop doing is buying all these expensive workout clothes. Y'all need to get some t-shirts like me and wear them bad boys until you reach to the ideal size or physique that you want. So imagine this, right? I mean, y'all say it's for confidence reasons. A lot of people say that. But imagine you start working out. The physique that you have right now is not the physique that you want, right? Let's just say you start working out because of the physique, or y'all like to say weight. You don't like what it is now. Why would you now go and buy a whole bunch of expensive clothes to wear on top of this physique that you literally about to be changing? That don't make no sense. Y'all must have more money than me. That's why y'all could be doing that, because one, for certain, if I'm ever at a size that I'm not comfortable at, like when I was like pushing 200 pounds, I wasn't buying a whole heap of clothes to wear at 200 pounds because I know I was about to cut down. So why would I be buying clothes for 200 only to have it fit me baggy later? And guess what? I'm going to still buy more clothes when I cut down to the size that I want. So rather than doing this constant buying of clothes or starting buying, you buy some regulars, you shop at the cheap brands like me. You know, you go to your little Walmart and Targets, you get your 5-in-a-pack shirt, and you use that throughout your journey. And then when you cut down to the size that you actually want, then you decide, listen, man, let me go get some Fenty, you know? Let me go get some Lululemons. The Lululemons are so funny. Atleta, or whatever it is, Atleta or something like that. Anywho, I know one of my clients told me she spent at least $100 on a pair of tights or yoga pants or whatever it is you want to call it. And I'm like, yeek. I'm straight 5-in-a-pack all day. So Gymshark, all those stuff, save that money for when you reach to the size or the physique that you actually want, because you don't want to spend twice. You spend now and spend when you reach a physique you want. You're basically paying double in a sense. And while we're at it, when we're talking about size and cutting down, at least for me, I would say get a sewing machine. I use a Singer M3300. Yes, your boy knows how to sew a little thing, right? And what I do is I take in all my clothes. So on my way down, or on my, not necessarily on my way up, but on my way down, and even when I shop like certain, let's say cheap brands, when I put on my clothes, it all fits always. It's always going to be a hit. It's always going to fit me nice. I'm always going to look fly. Not because I'm like, Mr. Pretty or winning any beauty contest, but I take in all my clothes. I take in the sides so that, obviously if you have a small waist, you take in the side, you're not going to have like that baggy and frumpy look. So I take in my clothes at any area of my body that I feel like I don't want it to be looking overly baggy at. And what's the result from that? A lot of people compliment me on my looks, my clothing. People ask me, where I get these shirts from and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, it's fruit of the loom. I just happen to accidentally, somehow I end up with a size medium, and my size is actually small. I was being cheap buying a medium because, the price was just, I couldn't leave the price alone. But I have a sewing machine. So what? I take in them t-shirt and now look at this. Them shirts fits nice. What's the next thing? I told you about the supplements. I told you about the clothes. So, shop affordable brand, blah, blah, blah. The next thing y'all need to stop doing, or not stop, but what you need to start doing, stop. To make the most out of your time, you need to stop following these, not stop following, but you need to follow accounts, let's say like on YouTube, that gives you free full workouts, right? You don't have to pay for no workout. I ain't gonna tell y'all who has free workouts online, free full workouts. I ain't gonna tell y'all who, right? But if you keep following all these accounts, let's say TikTok, Instagram, and they keep posting like, let's say 10-second clips of exercise, 15-second clips of exercise, all of these little clips of exercise that you don't even know how to incorporate it into your workout. But behind that, they're actually pushing some additional product that you have to sell, or maybe they're trying to sell you the workout program that you have no idea what results you're going to get from it. So now you follow this account that's encouraging you to spend more, essentially, without you even needing to spend more. Cut them out. Go to YouTube accounts. Go get free full workouts. If that's not working for you, join a sports team. Preferably one that you can do as an individual, but you can still gather advice from a coach so that you can improve on. I would say run track. Become a sprinter or something. You can improve your physique, and there's like a whole bunch of like free training program that you could follow geared for like a sprinter, and you would still develop a physique that's almost equivalent to somebody who's going to the gym just from doing that. You could go play basketball and all these other team sport, but the problem with that is you're gonna need to always have people around you, and then when some people fall off, then inevitably you are going to fall off. So try track, try cycling. You don't have to get like an expensive bike. Do swimming. Like, these are sports that you can do alone that has ample amount of resources out there in terms of training program that's going to get you from point A to point B. What's the other thing? So these next set of tips would be more for people who are living in an island. So I live in an island. When it comes to food, I know people say the cost of food is on the rise. That is true. However, you need to connect with a lot of people on the island that has fruit trees in the yard. I know for me, I have like ample amount of people I could go to get fruit trees. So I'm rarely ever spending on food. So when people are talking about, oh, the price of this fruit is going up, the price of that fruit is going up, but so it's not really affecting me that much. I have a cousin that has guava trees in her yard that bears all year round, unlike other guava trees. So when your boy wants guava, guess what? I go to my cousin's house, hop the fence, get some guava, and go about my business. So I don't have to pay for fruits essentially. I have another friend that has a papaya tree. I have another friend that has breadfruit trees, so I don't have to pay for breadfruit. So rather than having to buy carb, I guess y'all buy is bread. Y'all buy what? Rice. What else y'all buy? All these pasta and stuff like that. Well, I get free carbs. Well, for the most part, free. So when these breadfruit tree bears and these different fruit tree bears in these people's yard, especially like mango, like the person who has the tree, they don't have enough time to eat all of the fruit. So y'all need to start building these connections. If you're in the island, and never reject it. If somebody come with a bag of mango, don't reject it. My neighbor, I'm always getting passion fruit from my neighbor. I don't reject nothing. So when I need to make a smoothie later, I have that. No, the thing is I preserve them. So I'm not just collecting like a bunch of fruits and I'm letting them spoil, whatever the case is. I actually have a deep freezer. So rather than spending your money on all these other stuff, let's say supplement, clothes, blah, 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 all that stuff, if you can, invest in a good sized deep freezer. And then every time some season comes around, let's say mango season, automatically you are going to get a whole bunch of mango. You're going to get a whole bunch of other fruit. Let's say sea grape season. Like you make it your business to go get all those stuff and stack it. If somebody offer you a whole bunch, don't reject it. Stock all those stuff in your freezer. I know you have fruits for even time of the year when the season is out and you don't feel like going to the grocery store. How much mango costs? I don't know. Mango is expensive. So the other thing that I do is when I do have to go to the grocery store, I try to buy my fruits that are in season. So what I mean, I'm not going to go to the grocery store, let's say for anybody who's familiar with agriculture, I'm not going to go to the grocery store in December to buy mangoes because around December time, that's when it's harder to get mangoes. So guess what? Price goes up. If you bought mango, let's say between June and August, which is when the mango tree bears the most, you're going to find mango on the dirt cheap. So make sure you buy food, buy fruits and veggies when it's in season. So that's basically all the tips I have for that. If you know of anything else, obviously feel free to share it. If I forget something, drop it in a comment. But just remember, the ultimate expense when it comes to health and fitness, the highest cost, is when you actually don't engage in health and fitness, anything health and fitness related, and then later on you have to pay on the back end when you have to go to the doctor's office and when they actually tell you, no, yes, you need to start taking all these medication. So you find some way to get going now as cost efficient as possible so that you don't have to deal with all of that in the long run on top of the expensive, the pain that comes with it. All right, that's it for now. Tune in for the next one. Innocent, but the coupe never read. Just that cash I had a pinch. Used to letting it go for whatever it meant. It matters sometimes when you got it, it's gone again. To be honest, a lot of things take place in the head. Hold that, write it down.